Anyway, I was watching Belly the other day, and you know the intro is like one of the coldest intros to a movie ever. The sound, the visuals, all that shit. But then I was like thinking about it, you know, when you be watching movies over and over, you start thinking about shit and how shit is and all that. And I started thinking about that Robbery. And I'm like, they killed a lot of niggas for, I don't know if it was the amount of money that I think they got. I don't think it was worth it.
Okay.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
I looked at them, I rewound this. Once I thought about it, I rewound it a couple times just to see like how much money was actually on that table that they got.
And what is this again?
Belly, the movie.
Okay, yeah.
So
I don't remember how much money was
it
on it.
looks like it's about $100,000.
Okay. Damn, that's it.
Okay, so let's talk about the cut. So they had to split it between, we Stone Cold these. They had to split it between Buns.
What?
Sincere.
What?
Moved up the thing. Mark.
What?
Knowledge.
What?
Black.
What?
The girl in the bathroom who put the guns in there, which she might not have got a cut, but they had to pay her something.
Yeah. What? They ain't all equal shares.
Yeah, they ain't all equal shares. And then it was like, when you go and look in Mark's basement where they was counting the money, it was two other niggas there that wasn't at the actual robbery. So that's like
10,000 each, just to be.
Yeah. And they killed 7 niggas for $100,000.
Just to keep your mouth closed, and you know. Ooh.
And then there was other niggas there.
Back then, 100K was more like what, 500K now.
In 99,
that's just me throwing out some bullshit.
In 99,
yeah.
Maybe 250, something like that.
100K was definitely
100K is a lot of motherfucking money.
It ain't like
it ain't a lot of money now.
Yeah,
but it was way more money than fucking 20 some years ago.
Yeah,
$10,000 kill 7 niggas.
$10,000 just to be on some quiet shit. You ain't, because you said they weren't even at the robbery. I'm talking about on the low end.
Okay, so the niggas that was at the robbery was Black, Knowledge, Sincere.
So the niggas that keep
and Buns.
So that's how many niggas?
Black, Mark, Nas, DMX, Black, and Mark. So it's 4 niggas that was at the fucking robbery. So Black was driving the car.
So we already know.
The other 3 niggas is in there.
So we already know that they're getting less than 20,000 each, at least for the top. If you got all those other niggas that it was like part of it, and
Black ain't get as much because remember he was mad at Nas because he.
I don't remember that. Like
that's why he was in the basement mad. He was like he was mad because he wouldn't get as much as Nas.
I'm the worst person to like. I don't remember it like that.
Okay. So he was mad because he wouldn't get as much as Nas.
I don't remember names. I don't remember like scenes like that. Like I watched it a few times, but I have not like studied, and it's not a memorable movie for me.
Belly's not a memorable movie.
The only memorable thing is I don't like that shit. You know, we have to drop dime on. Like that's it.
Not even when it rain, niggas get wet.
Yeah.
Or the bad acting.
Yeah. I remember the bad acting.
Or Keisha.
Yeah.
In the baby oil and.
I remember there was a scene that dealt with that. Like, but I don't know. It wasn't a movie that like I grew up on.
Okay. All I'm saying is I think it's excessive. It was excessive for $100,000.
Yeah, I got you.
Kill 7 niggas for $100,000.
Yeah, I'm following you on that.
It's a smooth robbery.
Yeah.
But it was excessive for $100,000.
Yeah.
You know, now we're going to start the show because you just blew me.
Whoa.
Pause. People on that goofy shit. These people out here tweaking, bro. If you ready for the show, say. Say. right, welcome to the I Ain't Going Show where anything goes except us. I'm your host, CJ.
On some CJ-ish.
Here with my boy, my co-host, D.
He is in his
I'm
bag.
still stuck on the Blue Me shit. That was wild, bro. Like, that was flagrant as fuck. Like,
and we are here to debate, relate, berate, and be great. And as usual,
it's homie time right now, okay?
I guess that's flagrant too.
God
how's your week? I said pause like 18 times.
I know, man. You just threw me off with that one.
How's your week been, man?
My shit was good, man. Got to go to Mississippi. And,
to the SIP.
Yeah, man. See some family, celebrate my wife's uncle, who, you know.
What did he turn?
Ooh, shit. 70? So it was like, yeah, man. Motherfuckers.
Oh, he a young
there.
nigga.
Yeah. And
I mean, a young old nigga.
And he's not the oldest at all. Like,
ain't your father-in-law the oldest?
Yeah.
He was about 85?
Yeah. Got to spend a lot of, like a lot of people don't, I'm not going to put that on a lot of people. There's people out there that may look at like visiting Mississippi as like too slow, too this. Like, I fuck with it, man. Like, the family down there is always all love. The food is always on point. Like, and it's just something about just being able to like relax a little bit and just, you know what I'm saying? Sit out and do nothing. Like, it's just a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
You got to move here, move here, move here.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of like, just chilling and drinking and just shooting the shit. And so got to do that with the fam. I'm already was on like shit.
Was this trip number 4?
Yeah, it's like, 4th consecutive weekend trip of like driving and, all that shit. So I'm glad for that part to be over with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do no more like road trips for the rest of the year. I mean, it's only 6 to 7 more weeks left of the rest of the year anyway, right?
Damn.
Something like that, yeah. So it's just like, yeah.
We saying that for the rest of our lives. This year done passed. That's how old we are.
Yeah.
You done flew by.
Yeah, man. I remember at the beginning, I was like, ooh, 24 gonna be my year. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 24 has been all right.
It's been good
It's
to
been
me,
all right.
man. I think with all the shit that's been going on, man, 24 been straight. And I think that I've lived my life when I got as an adult. Early on, I made this promise to myself that every year I'm going to be doing better in some way. And I think I said it on the show a few times too. So I think that I've lived up to that promise each year.
Yeah,
so,
that's when your shout outs used to be like 10 minutes.
Really?
Not 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
10 minutes.
remember them being that long.
Not 5.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, man, it's just it was a good time, bro. Like I honestly feel like that was a good trip to end it all with. Got to, the weekend before really linking up with, my college buddy and his family and all that shit just was love. So it's a lot of good shit going on. And then prior to that, we was doing the cabin and shit. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, who can complain about these trips other than the traveling? That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just been in a, really good space, man. And like I've been before, bro, there's nothing really to complain about when motherfuckers is out here really hurting.
Yeah, niggas fucked up out here.
Yeah, so I love life and I'm grateful for it, man. So it's all good.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
How about you, man? Like, someone had a birthday.
Oh, yeah. My little girl turned 3. Shout her out. Yeah. She'll never hear this until she get 20 and be like, my daddy was on bullshit.
Oh,
he is not the nigga I thought he was.
You gonna set it straight like, you thought I was on bullshit.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, man, my little girl turned 3. We showed up and showed out for her, man, and she showed her ass.
Yeah.
That's what they do. We had a good time, man.
Like mommy, like daughter, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Father too, man. We be like, damn, we fucked up a little bit. She got like the bad parts of us. She got the good parts, but she got the bad parts.
She got good parts, man.
And she's smart. But she be on bullshit though. She be like, all right, hey, But at the same time, man, I had a good time. Took us to the trampoline park. Got her a Build-A-Bear. She been asking for a teddy bear for the longest.
Nice.
I'm like, damn, you don't have one. That's crazy. But you got all these other motherfucking animals and shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, you good.
Just need an old traditional
Yeah.
bear.
So she got one, old corduroy. And yeah, man, she had her favorite foods. My mama came down, showed love. Them niggas got cool because at first, you know, she wasn't really fucking with my mom.
Yeah.
But my mom came in and we left them. Like, all right, nigga, peace. And she was like, no. Came back. These niggas all hugged up and shit, watching TV. I'm like, nigga, it's damn near 1 o'clock. She like, hey, what's up? Like, yeah, me and Nana over here. Man.
We been chilling.
Yeah.
She let me stay up like y'all don't do this.
Yeah. She like, yeah, you ain't told me she was cool. It's like, we been
I got
telling
my
you,
fruit,
nigga.
I got my snacks,
Nigga,
what?
she like, hypnotic, exotic, pajamas on my body. I'm like, all right, y'all kicking it, man. So, yeah. She had a real nigga holiday. She celebrated for like 5 days.
That's what's up.
So it was cool, man. She had a good time, man. I fucked around and got sick. I'm going to blame it on you because you came up in here sneezing and shit the other day. You know how I do, man. I got to blame it on you.
I know
But,
you do.
know, it was probably a combination between my daughter Nancy at school and smoking.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, you can't blame it fully on me because my wife ain't get sick. And
I ain't blaming on you, nigga. I'm just saying shit just to say shit, nigga. If I'd have blamed on you, I'd have called you. I'm like, man, you a hoe for
you
that shit.
You would have called me, nigga, all them times, nigga.
I would have called you. I'd have texted you. I'd have texted you like, you a bitch. You got me sick.
Man, shut the fuck up and take that shit like a man, nigga.
Nigga, they was at work. They was like, you cool? You need to take some time off? I was like, no. I'm not using PTO for being sick. Are you crazy?
Hey, that's why I remember the days where they would give you PTO and sick days.
Oh, yeah. Some companies still do that. Not mine.
Nah, use your time. Fuck.
I mean, but if you young, that'd be the crazy shit in my job. If you young and you having a tough day, they'll let you go home. Like mental health, I'll be like, if I pull a mental health day, they gonna look at me like, nah, nigga, you too old.
Shit.
You just on some bullshit.
Hey, you know what? And I know your shit. I don't want to cut you off on because I want to hear the rest of how your week went.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I honestly can't complain myself. Like, I don't ever need sick days because it's like I don't really have to like. If
you work from home.
No, but like at the same time, like because we work off of like we got to log our hours because we got to be able to get paid by clients. We got to do all this stuff. Like, they'd be straight with me just like, you know what I'm saying, taking the rest of the day off and be like, hey, man, I'm going to be out today. Ooh. And I log regular hours under like the company and shit, and they don't really, don't nobody say nothing.
Now, I
so
will
it's still
say
kind of like I'm getting those like, I don't have to use no PTO necessarily. You know what I mean?
I will say this. If it's something serious happening, they ain't going to fuck with me. Like, if it's a death in the family or something, like a pipe bust at the house, they not going to really fuck with my time. They going to be like, all right, that's real. Yeah. Okay, cool. You ain't just trying to go see a fucking concert on a Wednesday. Like,
on some wild shit.
Yeah. So, they ain't going to bitch too much on that. Yeah. So,
we in different times right now.
Like,
we over here like trying to make it like your man. Where the sick days at? Nah, nigga.
They fuck with me. They fuck with me. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's my week been cool, man. Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's what's up, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your mom's she ain't hit me up this visit, but it's cool.
Yeah, she said she don't fuck with you, man.
I know, which is a problem, man.
Something about
I did something.
You being a bitch ass nigga. I don't know.
No, it ain't that. It ain't.
No, that's what she said. I mean, I can only go off what she said.
You know how women get, man. Sometimes you don't give them enough attention. They start playing a little hard to get.
Maybe she just see who you are. I don't know.
Nah, yeah, she see who I am. All right.
Yeah, we all do. Every all right, man. Before we get a Black History in the Making, let's shout out. Before we get a Black History in the Making, let's shout out our sponsor, Stogie Tobacconist. Stogie Tobacconist, premium cigars for the culture. Respect the smoke.
Smoke something, bitch.
As you can see on the ticker right here, go to StogieTobacconist.com. Hit them up for their premium cigars and book their mobile cigar lounge for your next event. It's a little cool outside.
Shit.
My mama told me Chicago, they done lost they warmth. They a high of 59 and a low of 30.
Ooh.
So, you know what I'm saying? They got the heaters.
Shit.
And if you drink enough, you know, that's a second coat. So, you know, if you want to do that, you know, if nothing else, you can hit them up for their premium cigars. Or if you out in the South where it's still warm, where our highs are still of 70.
Yeah.
Our lows.
It get cold at night. It's 52 at night.
Yeah. I got on a couple of shirts.
46 at night type shit. Yeah. You know.
I had on a scarf outside trying to get over this shit. But at the same time, they still out here.
Yeah.
The time might be, but like I said, if you Southern, we still got a little heat, they'll drive down there and fuck with you.
Yeah.
And tell them about the discount, boss.
Man, they said that if you book with them at any point and you mention my name, D, CJ, or the show, I ain't going to show. They going to give you 12 of them things, 12 sticks for the free, just for booking with them. So the premium cigars ain't no little, you know, off the, you know what I'm saying, in the bin type shit either. It's like real shit. They got nice little packaging in them and everything.
Yeah, they ain't coming out there and give you no pack of Black and Miles and no shit like that.
Yeah. You gonna get the real deal, like fucking with them. So hit them up if you don't believe us.
All right, man. Let's get into Black History in the Making. Black History in the Making, as we always say, we want to shout out our ancestors for everything they did for us to get to this point right here. And we also want to shout out the good Black people that are doing things right now to help us progress. So I got a clip right here. Your boy ain't got to read. Here you go.
Community, particularly in Maryland, has referred to her as General.
Today, 111 years after Harriet Tubman died, the Maryland Army National Guard is awarding her posthumously
to the rank of Brigadier General in the Maryland National Guard.
How do you think she would have reacted if she could have seen this?
She would say, "It wasn't me, it was the Lord."
And General Burkhead is placing the symbolic rank around her neck.
The great-great-great-grandniece of Harriet Tubman was proud to accept this award on her behalf.
Overwhelmed and just I mean, I'm tearing up because, I mean, she did so many great things.
Forgot what a damn. Yeah, right next to me. I guess I forgot what it was. Man, shout out Maryland for that, man. That's beautiful, man. Giving Harriet Tubman her flowers.
Yeah.
I always have a tough way with saying this word. Posthumously after she done died. How about that?
Yeah.
Man,
that's a tough one. That's a tough
one. Some words, when I'm sober and drinking, I'm like, But yeah, man, that shit was cool as hell. They named her a general in the Maryland National Guard. After all that shit.
Yeah.
Whole time. And it was cool. They had her, it was like her great niece who was out there. She accepted the award and everything. As everybody's watching could see. And it was just like, damn, ancestors out here.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. To be connected with someone so impactful.
Yeah.
Like, how do you live your life? Like, what is life like for you? I mean, obviously, it's like, ain't shit really different, but it's just still like, to know that your lineage is like,
you can't
crazy.
really fuck around.
Yeah, like, I mean, you could, because, like, what did you say? You was like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm only focusing on my kids as far as, like, you know, generational wealth and all of that. Anything past that, I don't give a fuck about, because them motherfuckers can fuck up some shit and you ain't here to.
Yeah, but if you were the descendant of the Harriet Tubman, you can't just really be out here just like, hey, nigga. You could, but that wouldn't be cool. And her like great niece is like,
it wouldn't
she got to be in her 50s.
It wouldn't necessarily
60s,
be cool.
Something like that.
It's just more so. It's possible because these kids don't give a fuck. Like generations later, they like, and then it's like you try to spoil them and give them the things that you never had and give them the life that you never had. And they are used to a life now that is like, how do they build onto that? Like, they're like, well, my expectations of life is this.
Okay.
I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to work hard because you know, didn't necessarily make me work hard. And if they did have to work hard, they're like, shit, fuck that shit. I don't want to do all that. Like, I just want to live life and be me. I don't want to live up to the world of society expectations. Fuck y'all.
Okay. Let's get out Black History Making because I want.
Oh yeah,
I got something to say.
Big ups to that.
Big ups to Maryland.
What? And you know,
big ups to Maryland.
What?
Big ups to the Maryland National Guard.
What?
And big ups to her niece for accepting the award on her behalf.
What? Yeah. The whole lineage is deserving, and Harriet Tubman is by far.
I got some fucked up things to say.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Out of Black History in the Making.
Well, it was like, damn, her niece a little light skin. Other than that,
there was some shit that got mixed up in there.
Other than that, what generation is it going to be? Because I know Martin Luther King kids is like in their 70s or 60s or some shit like that.
But they got
like
kids too, though, right?
I don't know. But I'm like, which generation of them is going to be like the wilding out niggas? It's like Martin Luther King the fifth. And he's just like, hey. Or are they just like passing that shit on like, hey, no, we come from this, nigga.
Yeah.
You going to Morehouse, you doing this, you doing that. Ooh.
I feel like that is, you know how to like, even in like the, what is it? The PY, the PY,
PWIs.
Yeah, the PWI, like a lot of their families come, like, I think that they all follow, not all, but a lot of them follow their lineage, right? Where they say, oh, we come from this. This is what our family is prestige, and we do this.
I mean, Bush is wild,
but they still wild out. You know, they wild out in their own terms.
Oh yeah, and they get
like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they all doing drugs, partying.
Bush daughters was wilding. Remember?
Yeah. So it's like that.
While he was in office, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. And I went in office. I feel like it was a little bit after.
Nah, it was either before or while he was in office.
All right. Well, either way, you know about it. But like even so, like there's other people who like at these schools, like their families got buildings and they wilding out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Winklevoss.
Yeah, you know what I mean? but I feel like so it's always going to be that. It's always going to be that opportunity for the youth to be.
It's just like if you wow too hard.
Yeah, if you wow too hard to where you fall off, where you like,
or it make the news,
you ruin the family name, then that's different. I don't think that there'll be a generation that can because they raise them and they build them up like in a King family. I feel like they all know. There's a process to even be in this family. You already know what you gotta,
nigga.
Yeah, you know what you got to do. You can wild out a little bit. You can do your thing. Just don't get caught on this.
Smoke some weed in the car.
And they also still probably got a little plug too. So it's like when they fuck up, they got a little bit of like, hey, so and so, okay, when you part of this family,
we take you to your parents.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, like so. Someone was unalived during this.
God damn.
So we kind of got
my nigga get it.
So just keep them in the house.
Nobody's gonna miss them.
Keep them in the house for right now. They weren't there. Like damn, okay, yeah. Like it might be a bunch of that shit, some cover ups and shit like that.
Succession.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That shit real, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you right. You right.
Some cover ups, but it's just like I don't know. I just feel like. It's more like in our type of when we're not part of the family name that the generations can fuck up. That's when our like for us, like I could see my granddaughter or grandson being a generation where it's like we gonna fuck some shit up. It's like my kids are the like kind of teetering of. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all did some wild shit. Y'all accepted some wild shit, mom and dad, back in the day, because the way y'all was raised and the way that millennials and then, how we came up and what we understood. Yeah. So they're trying to be on some up and up, like, hey, love everybody. Like, why y'all doing this? Why do we have to work so much? Like, we should be able to, like, not be stressed at work, and they're trying to figure out. I feel like that generation is trying to figure out ways to live better and be
Robots
free.
taking our jobs.
But then it's like their children are gonna be like, you know, probably even worse. You know what I'm saying? Not worse, like because it's a good thing that they want to.
Like every generation gets softer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that generation after that be like, look, just fuck this like work week shit. All of us have like, you know, the ability to live our lives the way that we want to live. Honestly, I think that's probably when you'll start to see more of the robotics come into, because you know they're talking about how like, you know, AI and robots are going to take over to where humans are going to have like not a soft life, but they're going to have like you're going to get a set amount of money from the government, and because everything is going to be automated.
Communism?
No, but like, well, I guess I'm just saying like that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
The future, it looks like, where it's just the government give you money, everybody gets an equal amount or whatever.
Where they getting money from?
But it's because of the production of the AI and the robots that it will be generating and creating everything. It won't be.
So if niggas don't work, who the fuck
work.
getting? Where's the money coming from?
Or it might not be a use for money. It's like, well, you gotta. I mean, there's gonna have to be some type of currency to be able to pay off, or like to be able to like.
Yeah, why would you start? Why would
rationalize.
you even do these robots?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to pay for it to be like, you know.
Are we gonna be exchanging time like the Justin Timberlake movie?
Shit, hell no, I don't know about that.
You got to
but-
grandfather me in, nigga.
Yeah,
Just go ahead and take all my time now. 'Cause fuck that.
By that time, if they ever switch to some Justin Timberlake time shit, our time is gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm
short.
out here. Fuck that.
It ain't gonna work the same. But
Give me up
I'm just
outta
saying,
here.
like, you know, I don't know. I think that
Niggas just gonna be shooting niggas and taking their time.
I got high hopes for like the generations coming after us, man. The technology and the ease.
I don't.
It's like there isn't going to be any real like survival instinct because of the fact that everything by that time is going to be automated, and so like with the idea of like AI being the thinker for us,
Fucked.
we're gonna
be fucked.
We're gonna be fucked by that, but we're also, you know, I think there's gonna be too much reliancy on like robots and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I got high hopes for them to be
I hope by the
smarter.
time that happens, I'm dead. I don't want to deal with none of that bullshit. I want to be in the Matrix plugging in and none of that shit. All right, man.
Shit, by that time, you might be unplugged. What if you got unplugged and you realize that the world that we living in, it really ain't the world that is us?
I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it go. When the Matrix, like, they was fighting to, like, not be in the Matrix no more, I'm like, the outside world kind of sucked. It really did fucking suck. There wasn't no sky. They blew the sky up.
Yeah.
Everybody was hiding from robots and shit. Like, they trying to free everybody. Like, these robots want to go fuck around and kill their ass.
Yeah.
I plug me back the fuck in.
No, I don't want to be in a dream.
Oh, you want to be out here living dirty? Did you see what the fuck they had
Yeah.
on? Kanye designed them shirts now.
Yeah.
That shit.
I'd rather that than like to be in a
Living in the cave.
in a vegetated state. Like,
Put me back in that bitch. I don't want to be in no fucking cave with these dirty ass people.
no, when I eat food, I want to know I'm eating food, not the computer telling me that the food that I'm eating is actually it tastes this way because of a program.
Is Pizza Puffs in the Matrix? I'm cool.
Yeah, but you ain't really eating a pizza
I
puff.
don't have to. I'm losing weight. I don't know.
But in the real world, you could go to sleep and dream and still be able to like be
I've
in
had
your
some great
Matrix.
dreams. Some great dreams. All right, man. Let's get into That Just Happened.
That just happened.
All right, man. You want to get into this Quincy Jones shit?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. I don't have like the article or anything else, but I know that a lot of the
Some
internet has been
kids.
talking about how his kids, you know, R.I.P. to Quincy Jones, one of the greats to ever do it. You know, there's this big buzz around how, you know, he left all of his money to his kids, or majority of his money. We don't know exactly what, but we know that each of his, you know, kid each one of his children received like 80 mil or something like that.
Plus.
You know what I mean? And so
shit.
There's a lot, and shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. We always, kind of shout out them.
They don't shout us out.
but just listening to the topics and listening to that shit, you know how it is, man. Like we listen to other podcasts too.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how, there was a kind of a debate around if that's acceptable. Like, would you leave your kids? It's like, because, Bill Gates talked about how he's not leaving his kids with like his money.
He's gonna leave them some, but he ain't leaving them that.
Right, but so here's my thing. It's like, why not though? Like, I get wanting, like you say that I built this fortune and when I go, I want my money to go to, a little bit to go to kids, but I want to give all the rest of it away to this. Well, why don't you do that now while you're alive? If that's the case, like, why hold on? Because
I'm still getting bread.
Yeah, but you're still getting bread, and so that means that the fortune that you have could be given away then, right? Your fortune could be.
He still give away money.
Yeah, and he does. Bill Gates is a philanthropist. He's so he does this for a living. But my thing is like, it doesn't make sense to me to say when I go, the money that I have, I want to give this to, this amount to my kids, but then the rest of it I'm going to give away. I like the idea of giving.
What don't make sense about it?
It's because.
Do you know your kids? Because this kid's grown. He probably like, these niggas don't need that shit.
I think that was the thing that, yes. If you know your kids, and
Quincy Jones black. That's different too.
That's a big point. It's like, it's a subject that I feel confused and conflicted with because of the fact that it's like, if you have a relationship with your kids and these are your kids, regardless of what they do for a living, we always grow into our careers talking about how we do this all for our kids. Mm-hmm. And they become adults and they got their own careers, they got their own money and all this and that. I don't see why you wouldn't leave your money to your kids. Like, all of my money, like I can put some stipulations on, like, hey, you know what? Hey, I want this to happen. I want you guys to have this money, but I also want a nice portion to go to this non-for-profit, this program, the investments that I have as a philanthropist when I'm alive. Yes, I will want that to still maintain and continue. You can't, like, to me, say, when I go, all of my fortune goes to everybody else and not my kids. I want to instill in my kids, and hopefully I have done this, and say, hey, look, y'all gonna get all this. Yeah. Because when I'm gone, I'm gone. I don't give a fuck what y'all honestly do with it. I do want you to do something good with it. But it also doesn't make sense to not leave it to your kids and don't leave it to them to have to split up amongst themselves either. Yeah. Actually have something in place to say, hey, look, you're going to get this, you're going to get that. And then have them understand that shit before you go too.
Black people and white people look at money different. Like, I'll pull this example up. I forgot which basketball players it was. It was a black one and a white one. And the black one was just like, hey, I'm taking care of my family. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And the white one was like, really? He was like, oh, all my money's my money. Like, my parents don't expect anything from me. Like, I earned this. This is mine. And my parents make their own money. Yeah. But to, like, our community, especially because we've been disenfranchised for a long time, we like, I'm really not going to enjoy this money as much as I would want to if I got loved ones that's fucked up. Yeah. Or nowhere near where I am, or nowhere near where I want them to be. Yeah. Like, if they're still out here struggling and living check to check, I can't really enjoy my money like that. Yeah. And I think that's what Bill Gates is on. He's like, hey, I raise these niggas with having a good life. They don't want for anything right now. Yeah. I'm not giving them more money. Go make some money. I did. I started in the fucking garage. Fuck you. Here's some money. Yeah. Which I don't have to give you that shit. I'm going to give this to people who need it, or people who will put it to better use than I think you would. And some of that shit is like, I know my fucking kids. And some of that shit is just like, a lot of these rich ass niggas, I just like, man, I done did so much. I did so much sacrifices, so much fucked up shit, and some other shit that people will never know about to get to where the fuck I'm at. And you ain't did none of that shit. Or if you did, you did some of it, but you have no fucking idea. So I'm not going to hand you shit because nobody handed me shit.
Yeah.
And that's how some of them niggas look at
But
it.
you going to hand it to someone else that... I get it of the need.
But I know you. I know you.
That's where I disagree. And that's...
No. I'm with you.
Because I understand, like,
I'm not giving this money.
If you got some fucked up kids that like don't like appreciate nothing, and all they want is.
I'm not saying his kids are fucked up. I'm just saying,
No, I know that.
You don't look at them like
true.
how you look at yourself.
True, and it's just for me. I don't get how someone who has the wealth would say, "I'm not leaving my family. What I've worked for this whole time is to build my wealth." And to take care of my family.
Bill Gates probably ain't do that shit for his family. That go back to these rich niggas like, I'm doing this shit to be the best or be richer or to improve on life in the world.
And I think
giving that shit to my kids ain't gonna fucking
And I think that to your point, he looks at his kids as like they don't want for anything. Like they have a name that they don't need his money.
No.
And that part I understand where it's like, okay,
they probably got good ass jobs.
My money that I created was to give you the opportunity. Now you're making your own money. So now the abundance of money that I have is now going to be donated to this. That is understandable. I can be aligned with that. It's more so of the, when your family is your family, and I just think that you should be able to give them or instill in them the values that you share or that you have and that you want them to fulfill. So they should know how to continue your legacy in the way that you give back. Mm-hmm. Meaning that if you hold on to all your money and then you just got your money, you donate here and there, but you really got a really large abundance of money that, you've been holding on to, you can't then say, okay, well, I don't want you guys to hold on to this money. I want to give it all away. It's like, but this is your family. You should split it up amongst your family.
But you know they straight though. Bill Gates' kids are straight.
Yeah.
If nothing else, if they don't have no job at Microsoft, they got a job somewhere else where they making millions of dollars.
Quincy's children, I don't know all of them like that, but I'm sure that they're okay.
The only motherfucker I know for real is Rashida Jones.
Yeah.
And she's straight.
She definitely straight.
Yeah.
Pretty too. You know what I'm saying?
What you call it is too? The one that was fucking with Tupac when he died.
Yeah. So I think that, I don't know for me if I wouldn't I would have it in my will or as my dying kind of
trust or whatever.
To say, hey, look, y'all get this, keep the shit going, because then they're gonna pass that down to their kids. It's gonna create opportunities for their grandkids, and their grandkids are gonna have an opportunity to build and have something to pass on to their kids.
Okay,
that's it.
I feel you. Hey, and what you saying, I feel you for the most part.
Yeah,
but I am on some I do want to if I had that amount of money, give my daughter this, you straight, and I do want to give my shit to whatever I think is a legit place to give it to.
Yeah.
So, or places.
Yeah.
Speaking of giving money and not getting money, it happened again.
What's up?
Nav, you familiar with Nav?
Yep.
His music. Nav's wife filed for divorce and demanded half of his property, but was informed that her husband owned nothing and all his property was registered under his mother's name. Now,
that's the way to go.
I don't know how long Nav and his wife been married. I'm going to assume that he did this, and when they was married, when they got married, Nav was already Nav. Because I don't see a nigga doing this shit like us.
Yeah.
First of all, my wife gonna know where the fuck the money at.
My wife gonna see all of it.
Yeah.
Like, wait, whoa, what? Yeah.
But I want to ask you, first of all, do you think this is cool? What he did?
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, what type of person would you advise to do this?
I feel like any respectful, wealthy person should always, if you're single
and you already you.
Yeah, and you have a relationship, a good relationship with your mother, like, or your father, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, put that in their name to protect you. If you know that they're gonna protect the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's mothers or parents out there that will,
fuck your shit up,
yeah, and do some wild shit. But she's just like, hey, it's just in my name. I don't even.
She don't need. She's
straight. She probably still not even ask for money, but she probably still gotta like.
Hey, I'm getting this out of here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You want a couch?
Even though it's under her, and it's sometimes like, I think that we've gotten lost in, and this is kind of like off subject, but on subject. So the other day I reposted that, when we talked about on the last show about the Daniels and his mom.
Oh yeah, Jane Daniels.
Yeah, she's his agent. His agent.
Yeah.
She's controlling probably like, a good portion of the money that he makes and controlling his career. And I had this conversation, like I had a message come through, from my cousin, my family. And he was just like, man, like this shit here, is crazy because I feel like, men got to stop being mama's boys and like, be more so like independent and stop like relying on your mama to take care of your shit. And so
wow,
I was like,
that's what you got out of that?
Yeah, I was like, nah, but like if you trust your mom and if you know your mom, like and you believe and your mom has your best interest, I don't think that this is a bad thing. I think that this is
it's like, dog, she helped you get to this point and now you help her out with a job.
Yeah.
Like she's she's probably not even necessarily controlling his finances. She may not. All we know is she gets a percentage off of
the deals that she brings.
Deal that she, you know what I'm saying? What am I trying to say? Negotiated.
Yeah. And
with that, she can negotiate other players' deals. Like the Malik and Tasha Mack shit off of The Game and shit like that. Exactly. It's like, hey, this is mutual. Like, he's a mama's boy because the woman that he trusts the most is he trusted her to negotiate his shit.
Exactly.
And got him a good ass deal.
That's what I'm saying. And so it threw
now she's legit because of that.
Exactly.
Come on.
So it threw me through a loop because I was like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, hey nigga, I know your mama. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's my auntie. You know what I'm saying? I would trust her with my shit just because I know
your auntie's boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so but like it had me thinking because there's a lot of people out here that also have that same mentality of like, who might not have that good of a relationship or understanding with their mom. And like for me, I would trust my mom with my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if I trust anybody, it's going to be my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't, it's not about being a mama's boy or being like, coddled or anything. It's just like it's hard for us specifically as men to have, like to trust many people, right? Mm-hmm. Because like,
experience.
Now, granted, there's parents that can fuck over their kids.
Yes.
And fuck up their, like we know child stars, all that shit. But like when your mother or when your parent has proven to show, hey, I'm here for you and I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you.
Yeah.
And it's not just about me. It's about us.
Been here through this nigga whole football career.
Yeah. Like dedicated, like going to practices, getting you to where you needed to go, being there to be your motivator and be
pass the agent's test.
Yeah, like that's a big one too. It's like why those are the things that you just like you can't pass up, bro. Like best friends since childhood.
LeBron put his whole people's on.
Could fuck you over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it really like at the end of the day, it's hard because. I would say, you know, when you ask me the question, like, who would you recommend this to, or would you recommend this to anybody? And it's like, I think that, like, we all have our own relationships where our moms and it's always so different. And that's the realization that we don't get, because, like, no matter, even if your mother was there, some people don't have the relationship. Like, some people mother will be like, yo, I'm going to fuck your credit up, because I'm finna run it up. I raised
you got money? Oh, yeah,
I
you
raised
owe
you.
me.
Yeah, you owe me. I'm finna do it all. And there's other moms that's like, hey, I don't want really shit. Like, I'll take whatever you give me, but I just want you to, like, you know what I'm saying? Be cool. And like,
and us be cool.
Yeah, like, how many like celebrities and athletes you done seen gift a mom a car, and it wasn't no
or a
fancy
house, like, off top,
but it wasn't no fancy car, it wasn't no fancy house. It was just literally just, hey, this is yours,
and you ain't have to work no more.
Yeah, and this ain't you know, like $100,000 or $200,000 car,
yeah,
or you know, a multi-million-dollar home. This is just still something that they value. They look at it.
Is it? I think it's Devontae. He played for the Eagles. He bought a crib. He bought like a $300,000. Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
he bought like a $300,000 crib, and they was like, "Damn, that's all you get." And he's like, "Nigga, that's all I need. It's just me by myself. Like, what I'm gonna buy a big ass mansion and just walk around this bitch."
Hello.
Like, no, people just want what they fucking want, and you ain't got to do all that shit if you don't want to.
Yeah,
that's how you go broke.
Yep. Now, my only thing is, like, I'm the same way. Like, I like luxury, and I would want something nice.
You can have a luxury house, and they got to be 10,000 fucking square feet.
My shit, I don't need no big dumbass house that I ain't gonna see most of that house. Yeah, most of my time living.
I like Ross, but dog, you in that bitch by yourself?
Yeah, like, no, like, I don't want that where a bunch of niggas I gotta have fill it up, like staff and all that to do all that. I just want safety. Now, if I'm rich, I want the nicest gated community where I don't have to, like, I could go into this home, be comfortable, and be normal or whatever, and have my money.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm paying for, like security more so than
shit like that.
Big dumbass houses. But
right,
yeah.
Man.
You
I really want to get in.
You gotta touch it. We gotta touch on the actress, man.
You want to get on that?
I want to get on that.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. So, when I get into it, but get into that. So, ex-adult actress turns over a new leaf. Former American actress Riley Reid is currently happily married and joins the Lana Rhoades movement. She mentioned that she would like all of her content to be deleted from all the internet because she regrets her past and wants to regain her dignity and respect. She left everything behind and has a new life. Now, with that, I want to ask, do you think society should let people erase their sketchy past? Or should people just, like, accept the shit that they did, forgive themselves, and just live with their mistakes?
All right, so how can I say this? I don't think that you should. No.
You don't think that you should what?
I don't think that you should be able to erase that. I think that we're not erasing slavery. Like, this is what everybody wants to fucking erase. Everybody wants to erase.
That shit was years ago, nigga.
Yeah, everybody wants to erase. Everybody wants to erase shit. You knew back then that this shit was gonna follow you. Like, don't act like people didn't tell you, oh, you know, maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, fuck that. Living your truth, living the shit that you in your past that you had, and move the fuck on. You can't be mad that you, like, you know, now when you go into your kid's school, you know what I'm saying, all of your kids' friends have the ability to search your name and see you fucking taking, you know what I'm saying, 12 dicks. Like, that's on you. That's on you. Like, that, you gotta live in that shit, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like, I feel like it's like, there was, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, because, you know what I'm saying?
She's 33. So, yeah.
like I feel like there's one once adult star that, you know what I'm saying, that I used to like follow or not even follow because I don't
Jasmine
follow any of
Cashmere?
them. Well, no, not her but she cold too.
Yeah.
But it was another one, you know, that, and I ain't gonna shout out her name because this ain't we ain't doing it. But like she like is a realtor now, and I was thinking like damn, like I wonder how many
I know who you talking about.
motherfuckers like you know what I'm saying come across her and like either know her from her past or like just like, you know what I'm saying, find out or whatever. But it's still kind of like, yo, you gotta kind of live in that.
Yeah.
Because you did that. And that was a thing that you did. And unfortunately, like you want to get it erased from the world, like it don't happen like that.
Great example. Angela White, who used to be Black China.
Mm-hmm.
She is living a great life right now.
Yeah.
She done took all her fillers out her face. She done gave her life to God. Anytime anybody bring up that shit, she be like, no, I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
She with I forgot, I don't know if he's a pastor or whatever he is, but he really into God.
Yeah.
These niggas is like having a real good relationship and shit like that. And it's like, we all know you Black China. Your mama's still out here wilding. But, you know, we respect what you doing because you are making a change and shit like that.
Yeah.
You already got a daughter or whatever. Y'all niggas been in the limelight forever. She was a headliner at fucking King of Diamonds in Miami.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, shit, I ain't on that no more. If you bring it up, I'm not entertaining none of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm over here doing this.
Yeah.
Jasmine Cashmere, when she came out, like years ago, like, hey, I ain't on that shit no more. Y'all trying to link me with Carmelo Anthony. I ain't do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm with God now.
Yeah.
I go to church. I'm in the church. My man, I think she got married. Like, I'm with my husband.
Yeah.
I know I did that shit before. I'm not on that no more. So
Yeah.
please stop hitting me up with that shit.
And unfortunately, like, your past is going to always be there because the internet is forever. But I also think that we can normalize, well, we should, and I wish we could, normalize people becoming humans. Like, and that's where I feel like society is fucked up anyway, because of like celebrity is like seen in a light where it's like, no, you're a celebrity, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to do to you,
bullshit.
say what I want to say to you, and treat you however I want to treat you,
your shit.
because you should be a professional, like, you know what I'm saying, shit taker and shit. You
Kim
know what I'm
Kardashian.
saying? Yeah, it's like, no, that's where we fuck up as celebrity. You having a past, you can move on from this shit. Like, if you don't ever do a fucking video ever again, it's just like being a artist that is a rapper or a singer or whatever. You come out, you the hottest shit this summer and for the next 2, 3, 4 summers, right? But if you decide to stop making fucking music, you could just become a normal motherfucker where people see you like, oh shit. Yeah, that's so-and-so. I ain't gonna run up and say, "Can I get your autograph?" Because you're no longer making this shit.
I don't do that shit no more.
You're not in the limelight. So it's
I'm with my family, dog. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the only unfortunate part that I feel like she, you know, someone like her is like dealing with, is that, you know, if she would like, she's a huge like star. I ain't never seen.
I never heard of her till this. I've probably seen her.
Yeah, I know the name. I've heard of the name.
Yeah,
but like, I don't like know her or seen her or anything like that. I feel like she has a popular, like, you know, she's probably popular in memes even more so. So that makes it even worse because you're a meme. You're not even really known for your scenes like that, but you're like known.
Is that the meme like from here down?
Nah.
Okay.
Those I feel like those are interchangeable at times.
Okay.
But either way, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that you get the right to do that. You did that shit, and that's the consequence. It's and like, if anything, you want to teach the up and coming
don't
stars,
do that shit.
Don't do the shit, because this shit is forever.
Because who we seen do that shit? She ain't even doing no porn shit. But now she like trying to change. Like Brittany Renner, she like, man, I ain't on that shit no more. But like, damn, this other shit tough.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I'm still working.
Like, at the same time, it's like, I guess it's like being a criminal. And I take it on a lower level. Like me getting my DUI. It took me like years for that to even like motherfuckers to not give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
But like every time, like, you still on that? Like, I don't do that no more. It's like, yeah, but she did it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like, it went until it was like 5 years after that shit where it was like, oh, you ain't had shit after that. All right, we cool with you.
And on some real shit, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if I was on the business side, fuck that. On the business side, like, you got, like, your videos make me money still. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure.
Are you talking about scrubbing it?
Yeah.
No.
Like, you, like, maybe are still getting royalties. I don't know. But at the same time, your videos are making someone,
or
like, some company
that's a privilege that, you know what I'm saying,
because it wasn't against your,
that shit.
It ain't like it was against your will and you were like, yo, like, this was like some shit that was put out. I really just I've been fighting to get this off the internet because it was against my will. I didn't want this. I was drugged or whatever. Like, then that's when you say, okay, yeah, let's.
Oh no, you was in this bitch.
Yeah, no, you made a living.
Yeah,
off of this.
No, they just fucking Russia just did a whole thing where like they just put Trump wife nudes everywhere.
Really?
Yes. And that shit was like 20 years ago.
Shit.
So I mean, look, I'm not saying this shit right, but I'm just saying like the shit that you do is gonna follow you. And a lot of black people know, most black people know that.
Yeah, you gotta live in that,
like,
man.
Yeah, you gotta live in that. It's unfortunate that you know what I'm saying, the way that you trying to live right now, don't, you know what I'm saying, go what the fuck you used to do. Yeah. But it's like, shit.
It's there now. Like to fight to get it all scrubbed and all that. Nah. Like, that's just, it ain't get
scrubbed. It ain't that I don't want you to get it scrubbed. It's just like, that's not how shit work.
Yeah, like, it ain't how shit work. That's it. Like, I don't think, like, first of all, I wouldn't want, like, my wife to have videos out there either. But if I decided to marry her and knew that it was out there.
Dog, if you marry, your nigga already know.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all good. Now, you worried about you worried about your kids at this point. And it's just like, you fucked them.
Yeah, those are the ones that you got to worry about.
You fucked your kids.
Yeah.
Because to this day, me and my wife, we went to the same middle school. Yeah. And the fucking math teacher in 8th grade, we was at different times. And I was like, damn, they did that shit too. She was in Playboy. And I guess every year, somebody found out. And they either brought it up or brought the fucking picture up, and she cried. Every year.
That's crazy.
And she did that shit in like the fucking 70s.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, me, it was 98. Her, it was like 2001.
You got to change schools at that point.
Dog,
damn.
I don't know. If they get 10-year middle school. But I was like, damn, they did that shit then? It was like, yeah. I was like, damn. Niggas been running that laid through the mud.
But you know, honestly, man, like I do respect the and I know we on this for a minute, but like I do respect the adult stars that just own they shit. They got kids. Yeah. They teach their kids exactly what is going on, like what they've been into.
Amber Rose. Even though she's not an adult star.
No, she ain't an adult star.
She out here nude, slut walk and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's different though.
Like, and she teaches her kids like, hey, this is how you.
True.
Yeah.
That's a start. That's on the low end. On the low end, that like you got nudes out. Teach your kids.
And you doing a slut walk and shit
but
like that.
There's adult stars out here that truly are like, yo, they're probably even still part of the industry. Not making like, you know.
Directed. I see Cherokee
movies,
directing that.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Own that shit. You know what I'm saying? You decided to be in this and you tried to like fight for why you thought that this industry was needed. And because a lot of people been fighting this industry for years. It's needed. It's definitely needed. But like, yo, take that shit, you know what I'm saying, on the chin. You know?
D is in his bag.
Hey,
were you playing on that? That was off the dome.
That's off the dome. That's off the dome. And when it came out, I was like, shit. But yeah. All right, man. Like,
We finna get on the same subject, man. Kinda, sorta.
Get some trouble. Trouble.
Hey, man, I got a clip. It's kind of the same shit, but here you go.
So I feel like the same way you could be a stripper and be a woman of God, I feel like the same way people can be gay and still be like women and men of God. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Come as you are." So, and I feel like you wouldn't have the drive to do something that God don't want you to do. Like, I mean,
you on the right track, sis. You on the right track. It makes sense though. Like if he don't judge, why should everyone else judge? So
I do feel that it's disrespectful, especially when the girl that was on Jocelyn's Cabaret, she poured the holy oil all over her body and then just hopped on the stripper pole.
That's like sex.
That was so disrespectful.
That's like merging the two, though. I'm saying like being a dancer Saturday night, made your bag. Sunday morning you got up and you went to church, and you know what I'm saying. Now holy oil,
she just poured it all over her. So I don't know about that one.
All right, so check. For me, I'm not religious, right? But I do know church. I grew up in it, right? So I know the Bible, I know church, and I also know that one thing that God does is judge. You will be judged. He's the final judge. So if you playing it by that, you can't basically sin every day and then turn around and say, I'm a woman of God. At some point, it's like every time you sin, you ask for forgiveness. Every time, you know what I'm saying, you're going back and forth because you can't do something sacrilegious. You can't do something that's immoral or for lack of a better term, it's immoral, basically. You can't do that every day and then repent every day. At some point, you got to stop. And it's when they say you give your life over, you know what I'm saying? That's what they mean. You're not going back and doing this shit. Yeah. You're not going to work that hard. So you can't do both at the same time.
These are two gods. So I'm going to ask you this, because this is piggybacking off that shit.
Yeah.
Can you live your life in sin and still be a child of God? Now, your life in sin, like you a Stone Cold Thieves, you're a sex worker, drug dealer, criminal. Can you look at them? Because we're gonna take the Bible out of this, because we know what that says. That shit in stone and the Quran and all that. They all pretty much say the same things. Can you look at them as a good person?
Yeah.
So if you in church, you saw them, you judging. I am.
I'm judging, but not in a way that is like
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I'm just like, damn, they wilding. Like, really? Like,
I'm glad you here.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you're here too. Like because I think that we all have.
Nigga shot somebody the other day though.
Yeah, but see, like that's like, it's not for me to judge. It's for me to be on something like, damn, they over there. Like, I don't want to be mixed up with them, but I think that, hey, look, do you and keep your shit moving the way that you want to, because I don't want to be in mixed up in that space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that shit comes with challenges that brings a lot of negativity, a lot of things. There's a lot of great things for them that happen in that life, the money and freedom and living their life the way that they want to live and doing all those things. It's just, that's what I'm saying. I don't judge in the sense of like, get away from me. You're, what I'm saying, this and that, and
I do.
Get your ass out of it.
Not in church.
You don't belong in here and all that. It's not for me to judge in that sense, but it's for me to judge the type of, company that I want to keep around me.
That's what I'm on. Like I hate the whole "don't judge me" movement.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, how do you form your opinion about people?
Yeah.
You did some shit.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your movements. I'm looking at what you're doing. Yeah. So you want me to accept everything that you're doing? Is like, yeah, buddy, that's cool. I ain't gonna judge you. Do what you're doing.
Like, you having fun. Like,
I'm judging you to a certain extent, nigga. You judging me like that nigga drunk as hell. He doing too much.
Yeah.
That nigga be doing that shit sometimes. Like, bro, we didn't judge each other. We give each other grace and shit. Yeah. But when you seen some repeated motherfucking movements, you're like, oh, I know he doing that shit. This nigga trying to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga fucked up. Something like that. Like, you've seen me enough to judge.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with all that judge. I judge my wife all the time, which she doesn't want me to, but I'm getting judged by the second. By the movement.
No, and you're right. And I don't think that they don't have the capabilities of being the best person that they can be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait. Say that again.
Like, I don't judge them or think that they don't have the capabilities to be the best person
okay.
that they can be. Like, because like you said, like, are they a good person? Like, no, like, like for me, it's not for me to say, you know what I'm saying, that you can't be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Some people can be, like, I feel like some of these people are good people. Their circumstances be fucked up and they do bad shit.
Yeah. They do, and it's bad. Like a lot of times with certain things, it's bad because society made it a rule.
I don't know if you shot somebody, it's pretty bad.
No, that's true. No, I'm saying like, but in some places, prostitution is legal. Am I wrong?
I didn't think prostitution was bad.
But in other places, it is bad though.
Yeah.
That's why you go to jail for
country.
it. That's why you go to jail for it, right?
Yeah.
That's why that's what I'm saying. It's like we're putting, like, so for us to decide who is bad, like marijuana at one point. You smoke that, you're a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
You sell that, you're a bad person. Liquor, prohibition. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that's where that like line of where what is bad.
So the bad shit is pretty much like the 10 Commandments.
Like there was a
lying, stealing.
Like what's wild is like, and this is kind of taking it into a different space. I saw on online how a company, I forgot what it was, they came out with a meat line, right? As a part of their promotional,
like meat that you eat.
Yeah, like as part of a promotion, they
pause. Like it just stood out.
It's a food restaurant. Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking about how they're selling like dog meat and like cat meat, and like they're actually like that was part of their promotion, but they're not really selling that. But I think it was like part of their promotion. But it was just like kind of a message to like how the outrage that people had when they said you're cooking dog meat and you're doing this and that. But they're like, yo, but y'all say that, you know what I'm saying, cows is cool. Y'all saying that pigs is cool. Like society decided what was the cool meat to be okay with eating.
I'll tell you this right now.
Like you can't have no giraffe neck.
How many years have they been telling us that Chinese food is cats and dogs? And how many years have we not followed up? And how many years have we eaten that shit?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But at the same time, though, that is what
human meat is where I draw the line. Other than that, I don't give a fuck.
So, well, I draw a line at a lot of things just because in my mind,
if you had a sirloin,
you give me a squirrel, fucking coon.
You don't know what's in that General Tso's chicken, nigga. You know that shit fire.
So you say General Tso, I say General Tao or something like that.
I don't know what it is, but I respect both of them.
I've heard of it. General Tao chicken, like I don't know, like. That's wild. But I heard someone else say
getting
that.
canceled.
Yeah, like, right? They like, these motherfuckers. But it's like, sometimes it gets to a gray area because of the fact that we don't know what is society based and what is really just like morally, I think that killing someone is like very like taking their life in. But guess what?
What they do.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Are they trying to kill me?
Like, if we think religiously, which I'm not, I can't speak it in a way to make it, you know what I'm saying?
This ain't the place.
I was just gonna say, like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
God.
But like when you think of it in retrospect, like, it says thou shalt not kill, but then you have governments and states that say, hey, look, this person did something bad. So electric chair or fucking like, you know what I'm saying? But am I right? Like am I sounding crazy?
Niggas
Like,
go ahead and be like, I for an hour your ass.
But see, that's where I'm like, okay, well, we're talking morally, like killing someone or taking someone's life shouldn't be a thing. But they let them fuck you over or let them harm. Well, self-defense, you know what I'm saying? You trying to
or playing with their emotions.
Your ass, yeah. Yeah. You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
I said they, I ain't say me.
now you Mr. Biggs and
that's Big Worm, nigga.
Oh, well, yeah. True, no, I'm saying, but like even like in that situation, catching a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, with your girl, then that's like, hey, look,
I'm not killing him. I'm not killing no nigga that's fucking my wife. I'm not killing her neither.
But there's people that, you know, feel like, hey, I was disrespected. I didn't feel like,
hey, we got different morals.
But so that's what I'm saying.
That's wild to me.
That's the only that
kill that nigga.
But see, that's where it gets in the gray area of like what's bad and like, you know what I'm saying? Like all it takes is for them to legalize one of those things where it's like, okay,
murder?
No, not that. But I'm saying like when we was like going back to the original conversation of like selling drugs and doing this. It's like, okay, well, there's drug companies that sell drugs, and if you take too many of them motherfuckers,
fuck the country up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You take too many of them motherfuckers.
Pandemic, like
shit. That's what's wild. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's like, well, where the fuck? Because if the pharmaceutical companies start selling the same shit that the niggas on the street be selling,
they are.
No, they are too. but they're not selling crack. You know what I'm saying?
They selling meth,
but they
heroin.
No, they're selling the ingredients to it. They're not selling it right out, nigga. Like,
fuck
what the
out
fuck
of
is
here.
that about?
Okay. So why, when they can't get their prescription, they go to that shit?
What?
When niggas can no longer get their pills, they go to meth and heroin. Because, I guess what you saying, they got the ingredients in them.
Yeah, that's it. Like, they're not actually selling the thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? There's not.
Adderall got the same makeup that meth got. And
Pfizer.
Oxy got the same shit that motherfucking
Moderna is not selling crack.
Dog. Nobody's selling crack. Let's do that. Nobody's selling crack.
That's all
Nobody's
I'm saying.
selling crack except the government. But niggas is selling heroin. Niggas is getting shit from the poppy fields that the heroin come from and putting it in the dope and putting it in Walgreens. We seen the shit in the fucking docks.
Yeah. But they're not selling it outright as heroin. They're selling
it's
ingredients.
Called oxycodone.
They're selling like there's ingredients.
It's a little cute name,
but it's ingredients mixed with other ingredients though. It's not just that.
It ain't stepped on.
Yeah, if you want to put it like that,
stepped on heroin. All right.
Yeah. But yeah. But that's all I'm saying is like it's a gray area though, bro. Like that, like honestly, it really where what is morally right and religiously right versus like what is society saying, okay, nah, we know what we said, but we can fudge the numbers a little bit and make it this and now it's now okay to do this. Now this is no longer illegal because we found a purpose for it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So to call someone bad and to judge and to be all that, that's going back to our original topic or original point was that, you know, that's why it's like, you know, sometimes it's a very muddy space to be into. Like, you over there typing up somebody like you over there typing up notes like you sound like the motherfuckers in those Zoom meetings like they started typing and shit like all right, I'm gonna make note of that right now.
They be lying. I got a KB buck.
All right, okay, that's what you was over there like going ham for. Right. He was like, all right, but we
man, moving along. So I got another video I'm gonna show real quick.
Voted.
I did.
And who did you vote for?
For Harris.
And tell me about how you came to this decision.
So I wasn't gonna vote at all until my girlfriend was blowing up my phone telling me to go vote. And if I didn't, she was gonna break up with me. So now I'm here.
So I played that video just because like some of my coworkers were talking about how families and some of their families were uninviting each other to Thanksgiving.
Damn.
And not speaking to people and cutting people off because of this election and who they voted for and who they didn't vote for. And I want to ask you, have you had any falling outs over this?
Hell no.
Anybody you talk to, a friend or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
And I got people that, you know what I'm saying, voted opposite of what I voted for.
I feel the same way. There's people that I'm related to who are like, fuck them. And I was like, yo, we went through this before.
Yeah, like this ain't
this ain't the first time that Trump got elected. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, no, because they don't care about black people and all this shit. And I was like, okay. I understand where you're coming from. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with your stance, but I'm gonna let that ride.
Let that ride.
I just don't. Yeah, it was that too. I was like, dog, I don't want no smoke. That's all I'm saying. I don't want no smoke, bro. I voted for Kamala too. Like, I'm not. You know? But my thing is like, and I told my coworker it was an older black lady. And I was like, and there was white people around. I kind of stuttered when I said it. I was like, you getting mad about that when we be having criminals at the damn dinner? And she was like, yeah. It's like people doing all type of stuff. So you getting mad about that? And I was like, okay, all right, it ain't come off bad. And I was just like, dog, it's way worse people at the fucking dinner.
Yeah.
Not worse people. The people did worse shit. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, we cutting people off because of that type of shit. Like, you can't come over here because you voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga has said some foul ass shit before.
Yeah.
Done some foul ass shit before. The nigga still welcome.
Yeah.
Somebody else vote for Trump, it's a motherfucking problem. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I agree with you and your stance. It's just a lot of people.
It's that viewpoint. But like where I look at it is that, you know, regardless of how we want to judge, or where our stance is, like, the parties are a stance into which they align with what you believe. Now, you might not, I feel like on either side, you might not agree with everything, but there's majority things that you align with that makes you feel like, oh yeah, this is the side, the candidate that I want to vote for, because they're saying shit that I really am more interested in than this side. And so to have a falling out for somebody saying, hey, look, I align with this shit a little bit more. Yeah, them saying get rid of this, I don't necessarily agree with that. But at the same time, you know, I'm aligned, and it's just a lane. This ain't the end of the world. It's just like, yo, they still got to be family. You still got to, you know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest. Neither one of them parties give a fuck about any of us.
Yeah. Exactly. So, so when it comes to
they all kick it together,
getting rid of someone, or you know what I'm saying, cutting people off over their viewpoint, it's like, yo, look, unless you wild out and you start saying some outrageous shit, like you like purposely trying to like offend me.
Let's go back to slavery type shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, we not.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's it. But like outside of that, man, if you voted then and you voted for, you know, something opposite of me, how we connect after that is just how we connect. That's what we gonna go back to that regardless.
Yeah.
And now if you start doing some different shit, and you start getting out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, I don't know, put me in captivity. I don't know, like you trying to do some shit.
Concentration camps in the Walmarts.
Like, you know, like that,
like all in all, these political parties is like wrestling. Like, you look at wrestling like, yeah, the Undertaker hate Kane, they brothers for real. You come to find out these niggas drinking beer together.
Yeah.
These niggas is all hanging out, they all friends and shit. Like, I thought that you didn't like this nigga. Like, no. This nigga gives money to him and they fuck around and play golf together. The Secret Service around them, so ain't no cameras to see that shit. All these niggas kick it with each other.
Yeah.
And they might have a little beef with each other, but they all fuck around with each other. Except for that bitch, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm pretty sure. Niggas ain't high-fiving her in the back.
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. Like, I don't believe in that. I feel like we were friends and family. If we ever fallen out over that, we weren't never really friends and family.
Yeah, fuck out of
here. Like, we weren't there.
Like you said, unless you saying some wild shit like, niggas don't deserve. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Now, I don't agree with, like, a lot of the stuff that is being said, or that the viewpoint is that, you know, some of the stuff that was said pre-election may not really happen once. Like,
I hope not. You talking about that 2025 shit?
Well, that amongst other things, I don't know.
That nigga being an emperor?
Yeah, like it's like it's certain shit that I'm just like, I doubt that happens. But hey, look, you know what? We just gonna go where we gonna go. We gonna go.
I ain't got enough.
So I guess
guns in the house for that shit to happen.
I feel like I realize that I'm trying to beat around, but it's like I did vote for Harris, and I am like, but I'm also looking at it like, well, shit. Now Trump is in there. All right, well, we're gonna see. We're gonna let him cook, and just see what he do, because there's some shit that he's saying now. I'm like, all right, well, now that you're here, if you do this, you know what I'm saying, that would be nice.
That nigga Trump like a restaurant you got to catch on a good day. And somebody be like, they food fire. You go there and be like, the food nasty. He's like, nah, when I went the other day, it was good as hell.
Yeah. No, it's like a company going under new management. It's like, fuck. Like, we told y'all not to do this shit, man. This
Domino's fucking with the recipe.
This motherfucker, finna fuck up everything. But it's like, but on Tuesdays, it's fucking shots and tacos.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, we gonna see what you gonna do. Like,
we gonna see. Nigga.
Oh, you gonna give us, you know what I'm saying? Like, new hours? Like, we ain't gotta work a full shift.
Heavy as they was before.
Yeah, you know, like, oh shit. All right. More vacation days? Oh. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? It's just little shit like that.
All right, man. Can't be bought. I thought it's on the fly, guys. I thought I had the whole show together. I was relieved and shit.
You ain't gotta do a lot of explaining. Shut up. Just do it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You see what the fuck I be dealing with? And this how the fuck you be talking to me off camera and shit like that.
Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up, see, man.
He's still doing it.
I don't talk. Hey, listen, you're not gonna put that motherfucking narrative out there like
I talk to him like that too. I talk to him like that too. It is a back and forth. But damn, I couldn't be the victim for 5 seconds.
No, fuck that shit. Put that out there like that.
Elderly abuse. So yeah, I ain't had that shit together, but brought up on the spot while we was talking. All right, tell your kids the nastiest thing you ever did. I don't know about this price. You ain't a good one. Yeah, I know.
I already know.
The price will make it good. Oh, you already know? 10 mil.
10 mil telling them the nastiest thing I ever did? Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Damn! In detail?
Yeah.
To their mama.
Yeah. My kids.
500,000.
I want to know how low you will go.
500,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. A first class flight to Dubai.
I was like, nah.
First class to Dubai and all expenses paid.
Nah.
You know, this ain't shit to me. My daughter ain't gonna remember that shit. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And my kids ain't either. Well, my daughter
I was
will.
about to say, your daughter gonna remember that shit like about.
But I also ain't like we show affection around our kids, so they already know that we love each other. She'll just be grossed out. That's it. It ain't gonna ruin them.
All right, let's switch it around. Your mama tell you the nastiest thing she ever did for what you hoe out at?
What am I, 12, nigga?
$100,000.
Yeah.
Okay. What if she got like ran by a bunch of niggas?
What is that? That ain't me. I ain't get ran. What the fuck are you talking about?
Coronavirus.
So like my mama could tell me that for free and I just wouldn't be bothered.
Word?
Yeah.
You would be bothered if your mama told you she got ran by some niggas you knew?
No, I'd be like, damn, mama, that's it. But I ain't gonna be like, oh my God, why did you tell me that? Like, nigga, I done seen shit in my life. I done been
so
places.
$25,000, you good.
Yeah. What the fuck is you talking about?
You're right. This was bad.
Like, you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, why you have to like?
I don't know.
Like you wouldn't.
I told you.
No, don't give me that money.
On the go.
I don't want to know.
I had nothing.
I'm a kid, and we know your mama.
What the fuck does that supposed to
like
be?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like
no. We know your mama.
Your mama OG, man. She don't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? She'll.
Oh, I thought she was trying to say some other shit.
Like what?
I don't know. When a motherfucker say, "Oh, we know," like what the fuck we know?
Your mama ain't like been one to hold back saying anything. She gonna let you know.
My mama ain't gonna tell me her sexual experiences.
But for money, for anything, like your mama is a G. She ain't gonna tell you that off rip. Like, but for money, she'll be like, yo, yeah. She'll like, all right, you ready? I ain't gonna, but she ain't gonna like shy away from shit. She'll be like, you a grown ass man, bro. Like,
yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Like, fucking.
No, don't kiss my daughter. It was the 80s. All right, man. Shout outs.
Shout out to my wife and my kids. Always holding it down. Always showing them, a nigga love and making me feel worthwhile and making everything I do worthwhile because of you is why I do what I do. Shout out to the black-owned businesses, black entrepreneurs out there doing their thing, building generational wealth and inspiring us to do our thing and to keep creating new opportunities for one another, to influence one another. Keep that going. Shout out to you, bro. Always, putting together the shows and making that shit happen and really staying dedicated to it because, we how many episodes in?
141.
Yeah. So, like, motherfuckers ain't last, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
10 episodes. So,
nigga, we still cool with each other?
like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? I don't know. Maybe because we ain't getting no money. I don't know. Maybe that's the shit. We got to see what it look like. Hey, we need y'all to help us get some money. And then we're going to see how this relationship goes. This shit still going. I'm just saying that's the real test, I guess. I don't know. Because everything else is like, it's all love. Like, this shit is fun.
I will be the last thing.
Yeah.
It'll be you and the show. You get money before I get anything.
Man, thank you. I appreciate that. Give me all the monies. You right.
Okay.
Your wife would be like, nigga.
I say you and the show. Nigga. You and the show. We get new shit. You get paid. We get new shit.
All good, bro. But man, yeah, that's my shout out, man.
Yeah, you see this nigga, she tried to. I'm going to turn different.
That's not what I was saying. I swear, it wasn't what I was saying.
It sounds like it.
I was saying, like, the shit so, like, we good. And maybe it's because, like, you know, we lasted this long because money wasn't.
Who gonna be Dame Dash? You or me?
You.
Me?
We already called you. We already called you Joe Budden.
Oh. Too much flossing. Too much Sam Rossing.
There was a show before this.
What happened?
You win Joe Budden.
Okay. Was I wrong? You don't have to answer that. All right, man. Shout out best co-host in the world. Shout out my family, my lovely wife and daughter, mama, all that. Shout out to listeners, man. Shout out. When I'm on my phone, I'm not like texting nobody. I'm doing shit for the show. I am acknowledging him. You know what I'm saying? I heard some shit about like, damn, nigga, you be looking at it. No, I am interested. We don't have a producer, nigga. This is a 2-man show. We don't get no cameraman, none of that shit. This is us, nigga.
Yeah.
At the top, it's just us.
Ain't no nigga in the back.
No. When there is, we be like, oh yeah, so-and-so here. Hey, you looking at that shit? Is it still on? But yeah, man. So, you know, and that shout out Dreamers Clothing Line, man. Hoodies is out, man. Hopefully I have my shit on next episode. I'm gonna have it on before I go to Chicago and shit. Shout out Chris, man. Hitman Podcast.
Yeah.
He had nothing in a minute, but he been on What's the Word TV. Shout them out, man. We been piggybacking on some of their content, man. They got some good shit going. Chicago-based show. Shout all them out. Shout out King O'Deezy. Talked to him the other day. He doing good. EP coming out. Stacks 100 EP coming out. He just put a single out. We gonna play it up under here while we talking. His Black Friday. So Black Friday, his new project drops. Of course, his clothing line still in the works. Concrete Hustle. The EP's called Midnight Hours. And other than that, we out.
Don't be fucking weird.
This has been the I Ain't Going Show. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Audible. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and follow.